Hi, this is Kim from Made by Mommy, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this really fun Domo charm on the Alpha Loom. You can use a regular Rainbow Loom as well. How to do that is in my Mom Wow video. You're gonna build from the feet up to the head. You'll need about 100 loom bands total for this design, about 15 of which need to be regular sized loom bands for connecting across the body. The rest you can use either regular loom bands or Alpha Loom bands. From my previous videos on the Alpha Loom, you probably know that I like to work with the dot at the bottom, and I place my chart on its side like that so that I can follow along row by row. I have two different colors here. The darker color represents the arms, the lighter color represents the legs. But as I did for these guys, those are actually going to be the same color. I just wanted to give you the guide so you knew where to connect. So for this one, I'm going to make one that's yellow. So that is the first rubber band for his arm. Now we need to place in the next two positions for his leg. Then we're going to skip one for the space in between the legs and start the other leg. And then the last one for his arm. Again, twisted in the shape of an X. And now we need to place a band across the legs to keep those legs connected together. I'm going to use an Alpha Loom band as the connector here because we don't need it to be very wide. So that goes across these two and across these. And this band is actually going to show up as the bottom of the foot. Then we are ready to add the next layer of rubber bands, which according to my chart are all in the body color in the same 6 positions. So this first one doesn't have a connector band because it's the arm that's going to extend off. And then these two do because it's the wider leg. And then the reverse on the other side, we're doing the leg first. And then the other arm. So this is what it should look like. We want to catch that connector band and bring it up to the middle for both of the legs. And then we can take our comb with the hooks aimed down, hook all of the bands. Ooh, I missed one. Okay, there you go. Now, connecting all 6 of those bands and pulling them up and over at once. That is what's magic about the Alpha Loom, being able to hook 6 rubber bands at a single time. Again, on the other side, up and over. And now we're going to push those all way down to make our job easier. And we need to place the connector bands for the next position of the legs. I'm going to use the Alpha Loom band again, but this time I'm going to actually double it around these 2 pegs to make the leg tight. So that's a single Alpha Loom band wrapped around these 2 pegs twice. If you had a regular loom band that you were using as a connector, you could wrap it around these 2 pegs maybe 3 times to get the tightness that we want. And we don't need anything on the sides for the arms because those are just a single chain. And we look at the 3rd position on our chart and we see that it's still all the body color across those same 6 pegs, leaving out the middle one again. Bringing our connector bands to the center. And then our comb to bring all those loops over at once. And be sure to push down before adding in the next row. And this is the exact same as the last one. Double over my Alpha Loom band on these two pegs. That's the connector bands for the two legs. And now we're placing another body colored band in each position. Skipping the center. And now we're up to placing the first band for the center of the body. So that one we're going to want to twist in the shape of an X. We don't need a connector underneath that. We just need a connector for the legs. We'll start connecting across the whole body in the next position. So this is the last time you're gonna have to double over those Alpha Loom bands. And if you find this impossible, the structure will still hold without doubling these. The legs just will get a little bit wider than if you double them. And now we want to place a single straight band across the same 6 pegs we did for the previous ones. That middle one hanging over there with the cross in it. We're going to leave that for the moment. Bring our connector band. And now, although we've placed the center band, we're not doing anything with that yet. We're still just connecting the 6 bands that we placed at the previous step. Up and over. And slide all of these down. Oops. So that's where we're at so far. You can see the little feet and arms sticking out the bottom. And we're up to this position in our pattern. Now for the body, I'm using a regular Rainbow Loom band stretched across the 5 pegs in the center. And now I'm going to place a single Alpha Loom band across each of the 7 pairs of pegs. So continuing up the arm and then creating the solid block of a body in the center. Bring the connector up and over those 5 bands and then hook all 7 bands at once up and over on both sides. Push them all down. The next one is exactly the same. So we take our band that goes across the 5 pegs. That's a regular Rainbow Loom band. And then my Alpha Loom bands, or doubled over Rainbow Loom bands, go across each of the pegs. For our next position, we're going to have 2 bands that are the color of the body, 3 to represent the teeth, and then 2 in the color of the body. And once again, our connector band is just across these 5 pegs. Take your connector band up and over and loop all 7 bands. Now the last one is the top of the arms. So we're going to put our connector band across all 7 pegs. 2 in the color of the body, 3 in the color of the inside of the mouth, and 2 in the color of the body. Now, because we want to bring the arms in to finish off the top of the head, what we're going to do is take these outside bands that are at the top of the arm and move them in one position on both sides. And then we're ready to continue on with our pattern. But now you'll see we're going to skip those outside 2 pegs and do 1 of the body color, 3 of the inside of the mouth, and another of the body color. But first, we need to put on a connector band, this time going just across those center 5 pegs, and then continuing on. 1 body color, 3 of the inside of the mouth color, and another 1 in the body color. Like that. And now when we use our hook, you're going to catch on these outside ones, you're going to catch 2 bands, the one that was the top of the arm and the one that was the part of the body, and bring them over at once so that only 1 band remains in each of the positions here. And the same on the other side, catching 2 of those body colored bands that are on the sides and just a single rubber band on the middle 3. And bringing it up and over, pushing down, placing another connector band across 5 pegs, and then confirming with our chart, we're ready to do the top teeth, body color on the outside, and then the tooth color for the next 3. In the next position, connector band across all 5, and then all 5 are the body color for the space between the mouth and eyes. And for the next position, we're up to the eyes. I like to use 2 rubber bands in each position for the eyes so that the eyes stand out more. You can use just 1 if you're conserving your rubber bands, but 2 will definitely make the eyes seem more prominent. So it's body color, then eye, then body color, then 2 bands at once for the other eye, and 1 more of the body color. And now we're at the very top of the head. We've got 2 more rows that are all body color to complete this design. And it's so cute. Now the eyes, we're going to hook both at once just like we would if it was a single band. In our final row, 5 of the body color, connector band up and over, and we've placed all of his bands. To finish this off, you're going to take the band on one side and bring it to the other in each position. And then working from the outside to the inside, catch the bottom band, bring it up and over to the next peg, and repeat for the next position until you get to the center, and then start on the other side. And for this middle spot, we're going to connect the one all the way on the bottom and bring it up the middle of the other 3 bands. Slide that to this thick part of your hook if you can, and and remove all of the other bands from your loom. Bring it out and admire your amazing work. I like to add another band on here so that it's less likely that this will slip through and your design will unravel. So I take another rubber band in the matching color, put both sides on the hook, and create a slip knot, sliding this side through the center of that side, like that. And then he is secure. And if you want, you can use this to connect to a keychain, or you can hide it away in the back. I hope you enjoyed making these with me today. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up below. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. I post a new loom band video every Friday, and there's lots of other random fun videos posted on the days in between. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to looming with you again soon. Bye-bye.